bathroom and stuff like that. So I try to take care of stuff before I start like recording. Um, but so see, this is that church gear. I mean, it's cool, I guess, but the hood is a little too. Let's be honest here. The hood's a little too pointy. Um, Maybe that's just my subconscious talking, but I don't know, man. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Look at me not getting poisoned. That's awesome. Alright, cool. Now we switch out. Alright, cool. I still almost got poisoned anyway, jeez. All my other characters didn't have that much problem with the poisoning stuff. Must have been... I don't know. Must be stronger or something. Come on, doggies. Come on, doggies. Dogs are fast in this game. Dogs are faster in this game than they were in the other 3. Because dogs have like dash attacks in this game. Hey, that crow picked up my blood. That's funny. Uh-oh. This is gonna be embarrassing. Okay. That was almost really embarrassing. Oh my goodness. I'm bad at video games. See, I think I'm pretty good at these games, and then I do stuff like that, and like almost die twice to the same enemy. So. Yeah, I feel like in the next game, like with all the blood tech they have in this one, oh jeez, with all the blood tech they have in this game, I feel like in the next one they're gonna add like cutting off limbs and things like that, and like where there's body damage in this one, I feel like there's gonna be like for real body damage in the next one. Well, that's if Miyazaki makes any more games. He might be, I don't know. I imagine he will though, because he likes doing this kind of thing, especially with, for the fans. But, yeah, so. This is all oil, by the way, that I'm, like, rolling around in. Alright. Try not to alert this guy, because these guys are kind of tough. Also, oh, jeez. Oh! Okay. Also, that enemy's not placed well, because if you get the sneak attack on that enemy... and knock him into this wall right here, and like do the special attack, he'll fall through that wall because his ragdoll activates inside the wall, so his body starts freaking out and it just drags him through. Okay, now I can go upgrade my sword eventually whenever I find another shortcut. So it ends up looking really silly and it pulls the body through. It's just really funny to look at. This is where that shortcut from, not really a shortcut, but this is where that trap footing drops you, if you remember me rolling away from that earlier in the stream. There's a trap in the middle of the field right there. It's not very dangerous, it just drops you in between some crows, so it's not that bad. So I'm gonna drop down here in a second, because it's got some extra antidotes down there, and extra antidotes are always just nice to have around, things like that, so. Take those extra bullets. There's an item right there, you can tell by that glow. Sometimes you can see that glow through walls, and you know there's an item there. Not always, but sometimes. More beast pellets. No one's really sure how those things work yet. They put you in a state where you can build up the transformation bar, but no one's got the transformation bar to full yet. Because it's a very long bar, and you have to be doing like constant damage to enemies to get it to fill up at all. So people are still trying to figure that out. I'm actually one of the people trying to figure that out pretty heavily. Because that's a pretty important... a lot of people surmise that that's going to be a pretty important part of later patches and things like that. Um, because since the Scourge of the Beast is such a big deal in this game, it makes sense that they would have something that would allow you to transform into a beast. Just no one's sure how it works yet. So there is a weapon that you get from Chalice dungeons that allows you to build up Beast Meter, and I plan on getting it on one of my other characters and experimenting with it, but I just haven't had the time to go through the Chalice dungeons yet. I mean, I have plenty of items on one of my characters to start the Chalice dungeons and start really messing around with one of them. I just haven't yet because I basically want him to be as powerful as possible before I go in there. I know it's not all going to be so hard that I need to power up as much as possible to go through it, but I just want to get through it quickly. Because there are pretty good rewards you can get through going through that kind of stuff, and I want to get to the high level part of it without being a New Game Plus, because I don't know if any of you guys saw the article. So yeah, that's a cannon, by the way, that those guys are shooting off over there. So I don't know how many of you play these kind of games or just play games in general very often, but New Game Plus is what happens when you beat a game. And usually what New Game Plus is you start over from the beginning, but you have every upgrade you've gotten, and you have everything you've gotten up to that point. You're restarting the game. The only things you don't have would be like key items, so you can't sequence break the game really hard and things like that, right? But in the Souls series, each successive playthrough of the game gets harder. Each time you play through the game, it gets... Oh, jeez. Okay. That cannon will one-shot me if it directly hits me, so I have to be careful here. But each extra playthrough of the game is substantially harder than the last. And they do that on purpose to keep it interesting, basically. In Dark Souls 2, New Game Plus added entirely new encounters and entirely new, sometimes new mechanics, even. So, a lot of people didn't like that. Sorry, I'm saying a lot lately. A lot of people didn't like that because it meant you had to play through the game again to see some of that stuff. And some of it was really, really cool. Like, there was one particular boss in Dark Souls 2 that was a giant spider. And you would... there I go again. When you go to attack the giant spider, you could see down into the chasm it was in, right? You wouldn't be able to see it in the chasm. You would just be able to look down and see, like, oh, there's this huge chasm and there's something waiting at the bottom for it. Waiting at the bottom for me. And when you went down there, I want to avoid that guy right now. So when you went by it on New Game Plus, the spider would crawl up to you and would fight you, and you could do pre-boss fight damage to it, and that's really cool. But you could only see that on New Game Plus, and a lot of people did not like that. This is kind of a secret area, by the way. A lot of people didn't come down here to see this stuff. Ooh. And I say kind of a secret area because, I mean, a lot of areas in these games are technically secret. So, but actually, there's something in this area that I think you guys will like once I pick it up. We'll see once we get to it. There's also a very interesting character in this area that I'm going to activate his quest line. I'm going to rate that message when I go back to it here in a moment. Poison knives, you can... what they do is... Let me check it real quick. Blah, blah, blah. Use for self-defense. Yeah, I don't know if those are thrown or if you stab with them. They just do poison. It's over time damage, which, like that description said, is not very good in the fight, but it can be useful sometimes. This character. Now, let's see what these messages have to say about him. Poison is effective. Reeks of man-beast, therefore don't be fooled. Beware of the lost. Also, this message has a unique little thing that it does. I'm not sure how people do this. They point using their messages. I'm not sure how you do that. It's pretty cool though. Now, if I can... Would he be able to... Alright, I'm going to try something stupid here. As you can probably tell, this guy's not human. I mean, he's human, but... He's like obviously eating that corpse. And if you talk to him, he asks you to take you back. He asks you to go take him back to the chapel. We're not going to do that because he kills people. So what we're going to do, well, for one, I'm going to equip those knives and see if they're of any use after I do this. This guy is not to be trifled with, and you'll see what I mean here in a moment. So I'm going to sneak attack him. Yeah. He's, You want to talk about a beast. He is infused with dark beast blood. Okay, they are thrown. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know who did this to him. I don't know how he ended up this way. But a dark beast... dark beasts were introduced in one of the trailers for the game. Dark beasts are electrified, huge electrified monsters. And this guy seems to just be infused with the power of one, even though he seems to be just a regular beast. But he is infused with the power of a dark beast. And I think that there is going to be something added to the game that has different levels of transformations, and being able to transform into this kind of beast is going to be, I'd say, like the last kind of level of it. Also, these poison daggers are really nice. I think I'm going to hold on to them. But as you can see, he is immensely powerful. He has control over wind, electricity. Also, I'm sorry I'm cheesing him out this way. He's just super strong and could totally just kill me. Also, this is the way you fight a lot of enemies in these games. Honestly. If you can. So yeah. So that was that guy. I don't know his name. He never reveals his name. And then he gives you the more powerful beast rune. Because this beast rune only gives you 20, but his gives you 50. I still don't know what those mean. No one still knows what those mean. So, I'm going to be doing some experimenting over the next week. Hopefully I can come back to the next stream and give you guys some conclusive information. I wouldn't get my hopes up though. Go ahead and give this guy a note. Now. Boom. The cannon. 200 damage. But it requires 10 bullets a shot. And it's another strength requirement. I didn't even see that. A large prototype firearm. And it's also made by the powder kegs, the explosive hunters. So, there you go, guys. That is an arm-mounted cannon. Make no mistake, that's radical. Now I'm going to go try to kill this guy without him seeing me, because these guys are extremely dangerous. And if I'm not careful, you'll see why. But I'm going to try to not let him show you why he's dangerous. Alright, I got that. Okay, he should just die. Yeah. Okay. You will find out momentarily why those guys are so dangerous. Well, that guy kind of spoiled it, but, you know. It's my own fault for looking at the message. What is that, you ask? That's one of the guys I just fought. What are those, you ask? Those are snakes. Also, he's got a grab move that can just kill me. So. Yeah. This next area is enormous. It is so large. So, the last thing we probably do tonight will be to fight the boss. Because it is a big area. So, like I said, I'm not sure if we'll get to much else tonight. I'm sorry if I don't. I was kind of hoping to at least show you guys the, what was it? I was at least hoping to show you guys Burnenworth, the Bergenworth, the college, but we might not get there. So I apologize if we don't. And that would be saved for next week's stream. Also, if you didn't catch the, I'm going to say this now. If you didn't catch the last stream, the YouTube archives of the last stream are up on YouTube right now on my channel. I'm going to put the probably when I'm done with this, I'll get on my laptop really quickly since it's already on, and I'll put the link to the channel in the description. In the description. And I'll probably put it at the bottom of my channel page, and I'll put it in the chat right at the end in case you guys want to go there really quickly and bookmark it or something like that. That'll be at the end of the stream. I'm not really worried about it right now. Now I'm loading into the Hunter's Dream. I'm gonna go grab a drink, so I will be back momentarily. Okay, I'm back. All right. Okay. Side note. Here's a bit of a sellout moment here. Clear American carbonated water. Super amazing. I don't know if they actually like sell that anywhere else. That stuff's super good. Okay. Let's move on. Alright, let's get Ludwig's weapon up to +6. Now we're going to switch our primary weapon over to the sword. Oh my goodness. The cannon gets... Oh, guys. Oh, guys. The cannon. Oh, the cannon's gonna end up so strong, you guys. Oh my goodness. I might end up using the cannon after all, you guys. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's get the gems out of this one. See if we can put better gems in this. Okay. This also has a blunt attack, but we're not going to like use it because I don't know what the blunt attack is with this weapon. So we're just not going to deal with that. Alright, sorry Axe. You've been good to us, but... Oh, hey, I still have another gem I can probably put in that. Oh. Nope. Because all it does is give me fire damage. Wait a minute. I don't know if this gold pendant is for anything, and I think it has a circular gem in it. I'm debating with myself right now, because it could end up being for something. I don't know. I also don't know if it drops a circular gem, so it would be for nothing. I'm not gonna do that then. I'm just gonna leave it be. So 221. And this goes up to 267. Awesome. Alright, cool. No. Let's see, do I have enough? I don't think I have enough blood echoes to get 3 levels that I need to use the cannon, so... one more level, you guys. One more level and we'll get the cannon. Oh, that thing is probably so impractical. I cannot even start, you guys. Like, that's so stupid. It's a cannon, you guys. Like, it's not gonna be something I use a lot. So don't get your hopes up. That'll be something I use to finish off a boss if their health is really low. Or getting low. Alright, well, it's time to get into this. It's time to jump headfirst into this huge area. I'm telling you guys, this place is so huge. Like, so big. There are an absolute ton of upgrade materials also, so I will be grabbing them all. I'm sorry if that takes a while. So. Alright. Now let's test the damage of this baby out. Oh, jeez. If I could hit someone with it. That was not a very good test. 2 hits with a regular sword form to kill somebody, to kill a regular villager. That is perfect. Is that not full health? Oh my goodness. I need that damage boost, so... If it ever looks like I waste a health item, don't worry. I know where to get more health items from. Sorry if I sounded weird right there. I put my hand in front of my mouth while I was talking to scratch my face. Again, professionalism. I'm good at it. I'm really not. Alright, let's take this guy out. Oh my goodness, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about, you guys. That wasn't even a critical attack, and I almost killed him in one blow. I mean, it was a critical attack, but it wasn't a... I didn't get the chance for a visceral attack, so... That's the kind of power I'm talking about with this weapon. It's so good. Like I said, it's got to be the best weapon in the game. Unless there's just some crazy tech I haven't found yet. Well, I know there is one particular fist weapon that's pretty good. It turns you into like a dual wield monster. It like transforms your left hand into a werewolf hand or something crazy. So look at that. Those were 2 regular attacks, guys, that almost just straight up killed him. So, like, get ready for a lot of me fangirling over this sword, because I love great swords, you guys. They're my favorite type of weapon in any game. Well, my favorite type of weapon in games is tied between fist weapons and great swords. Wow. If I could hit him, please. Alright. Oh yeah, that's like a mating ball of snakes. So that's pretty gross, by the way. Do jump attack, please. Thank you. But no, fist weapon. It's a tie between fist weapons and great swords, because fist weapons are just so cool. There's nothing more brutal than killing an enemy with your fists. There just isn't. Because like a weapon, you could like cut their head off immediately and they're just dead. Or you can impale them and they're just dead. But like your fists, you really have to want someone dead to kill them with your fists. Like, you really gotta want someone to die to kill them with your fists. So. And then great swords are just overkill, because the great swords that appear in video games, especially Japanese video games, are way too heavy to be real great swords or viable as weapons at all. There is a great sword in Dark Souls 2 that is 28 pounds. You do not need to be a sword master to know that trying to swing around and carry 28 pounds would get you killed very quickly. Wow, these snakes are getting these attacks in on me really good. No. 28 pounds would make you very dead very fast. So. And these kind of things, they're always overkill. And that's why I like them so much. Also, these snakes are gross. Like, they're just gross, you guys. There's nothing else I can really say about it. Alright. Oh! Great, I did not even see him there. Oof. Oh, goodness. Another thing about the sword. Its regular attacks have stagger. Like, way more stagger than what regular weapons have. It's probably, I'd say its only downfall is the amount of stamina it takes to wield the thing. But it takes that much stamina because it's such a heavy weapon and because it does so much stagger damage. I don't think there's any other weapon. The switch axe is the closest. Like, the hunter axe is the closest in terms of stagger, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it shows stagger anymore in this one. No, it doesn't. Alright, in this one, stagger is just kind of... obviously, stagger is how hard a weapon hits your enemy, if it causes them to be stunned. Like, if it causes them to, like, reel back and go, oh, I got hit. A lot of weapons do not have that ability. The greatsword is one that has it in spades. In fact, I would say that is its primary ability, is to cause stagger in enemies. So you have more chances to attack, and they have less chances to defend. Stagger is a pretty important thing, especially if you are a glass cannon like I always make my characters out to be. My thing is, that giant spider ball is killing itself on fire. That works for me. My thing with damage is I don't need health or defense as long as my power is so astronomically high that I can just kill you in a couple of swings. Because I have healing items